Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this year's 2025 Jazz Show. We've got three groups that are going to perform for you today. We'll start with Packer Jazz. Packer Jazz is our smaller jazz combo here from Austin High School. They'll be playing 4 tunes for you, all of them fairly short, and I'll let you know who the soloists are on each tune. Thank you. That first tune is titled Jumping at the Woodsides. Nice little opener for us with just kind of a quick melody for you all. We're going to go on to a little bit different style of tune called So What. It's a laid-back tune. It was written by Miles Davis as more of a conversation between the bass player and the wind instruments. You'll kind of hear that as we're playing. Madison on bass will play something. It sounds like she's saying something, and then all of us will echo, so what? And then she says something else, and we say, so what? And it keeps going back and forth that way. And we'll have a solo for my on saxophone in this one as well. So what? Thank you. This group has been working throughout the year on Wednesday mornings, coming in before school. We've done a lot of different things through the year. We've worked to learn some tunes like this, the first two you heard, and the next one, all by kind of famous jazz musicians, which gives us a great chance to learn some jazz style with our music, and also some soloing things. They can tell you we've had a rolling whiteboard that we cover with different scales and things that we're working on, different styles of things with soloing. And you'll hear a little bit more soloing from other people in our next two tunes as well. Our next tune is a Duke Ellington tune, a familiar one called C Jam Blues. Solos on this one at 37. It's Max, and then Wes, and then Maya. Just three solos. 37, right? Yep, it'll be at 37 it'll be Max, and then Wes, and then Maya. Good. Remember, I play at the beginning of the 2 years in for 13. Max Weston and Maya solos on that one. Our final tune today is a world premiere of a new piece, and some of the students are laughing a little bit about that. We worked to create one of our own tunes this year. We went through some different styles and forms, different keys, and as we worked through some things, we decided to pick one form, blues form, which is a 12-measure pattern that repeats a certain chord progression. And then we picked the key of B flat, and we created our own blues in rehearsals where different people would play different ideas, and throughout the creation of this, each person wrote at least 2 of the measures in this, and then we kind of pieced it all together, figured out what order those would go, what chords would fit underneath, and we created our own tune, the PJ Blues. And just about everybody will take a solo on this one, which is something that was a fairly easy one to build solos on because it's a familiar key, and it's something that they all wrote the whole melody, so they built solos kind of based on the melody that they all wrote. So this is Packer Jazz's original tune, PJ Blues. Weston Goodwater. Peyton Christensen. Max Robinson. We'll welcome AHS Jazz to the stage.
half notes, concert, just not blues scale, just concert B flat scale. Thanks for your patience as we do a quick stage change here. We are the AHS Jazz Band. We meet once a week on Wednesday mornings. Parents, thank you so much for getting your students to those early morning rehearsals. I know it's a lot, but these students have been great to work with, and it's good to see them first thing in the morning on Wednesdays. This first tune, called Blue Train, made famous by the saxophonist John Coltrane, will have 3 soloists in it. We'll feature William on flute, Bryce on trumpet, and Heather on saxophone. Here is Blue Train. while we get ready for Skies Ball, first off, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Yeah, give it up for all the moms. Thanks for being here on Mother's Day. A lot of our focus in AHS Jazz Band, well, in all the jazz bands, but the big thing, the big challenge of playing in a group like this is learning how to play in the jazz style. Jazz is mostly an oral tradition, so there's a lot on the page that isn't on the, there are a lot that is not on the page. So there's a lot of things we have to learn by listening and imitating. There's mostly one on a part back here, so that's a big challenge. And like with this next tune, a vocal tune, we have to follow a vocalist, follow a conductor, and really work together as a small team. So there's a lot of unique challenges unique to jazz band that are different than your concert band. This next tune is Skyfall, made famous by Adele in, I forget which James Bond movie, one of the James Bond movies, and we will feature Emma Grush on vocals here. And our last tune for you by Edgar Winter is called Frankenstein. Also, this arrangement is also probably based on the Marcus Miller, the bass player, arrangement of the same tune, Frankenstein. This will feature Rosie May on alto saxophone. The AHS Jazz Band. Thank you very much. Trumpets, can you put your harmonies over there? So
Brooklyn Meyer on alto sax. Brett Dahl on trumpet. Got to hear from Brooklyn and Brent. Thank you. This is Austin High School's Jazz 1. We rehearse once a week, and then once in a while, an extra time if we need one here and there. Jazz 1 is an auditioned ensemble, mostly upper class students, but we have a few students from every grade here at Austin High School. We've got a nice set of music for you, a whole variety of tunes. The first tune, a nice swing tune called Flight of the Foo Birds, kind of highlights all of the swing types of things that we do, swing pattern, and a lot of the chord changes and things that we'll see in a lot of jazz music. Our next tune.
Bridge.
We have multiple people with different music on different stands, so we'll get that corrected. Next tune is titled Bridge Over Troubled Water, something you probably will recognize from Simon and Garfunkel. We've played this one some years in the past as well. It's got some nice solo moments, some nice full moments for us. Kind of a unique arrangement of Bridge Over Troubled Water. And you'll hear a bit, we'll be featuring Haley Meyer on the flugelhorn on and off throughout this tune as well. Haley Meyer on the flugelhorn. A couple months ago, we got to perform at the Head of the Lakes Jazz Festival in Duluth, up at the University of Minnesota Duluth campus. along with 15 other jazz bands. We got to hear some professional jazz musicians perform on a Friday evening, and then we got to play for some of them on the Saturday, get some feedback and some things from them. The first tune that we played was one of the tunes we played there. This next one will be another one of the tunes that we played there. It's a familiar tune for many people, Moon Dance by Van Morrison, but kind of with a unique jazz flair to it. So this will be Moon Dance. We'll have quite a few solos in this one. Thank you. You got to hear from Maya, Sam, Callie, and Brent, and Haley all on that tune. Our next tune is going to be a feature. Brooklyn is one of our jazz seniors. She's been playing in jazz as long as any of us can remember. She's going to switch over to tenor sax, and we're going to move a couple things around. This will be a more of a pop tune, more of a current pop tune. Die With a Smile is the title of the tune, and we'll be featuring Brooklyn throughout this tune. We'll make sure at the end of the tune we give her one nice big round of applause when the tune ends. We're also flipping a couple things around too within our rhythm section. We have two drummers in this band, but one sets up left-handed, one sets up right-handed. So we're moving a few things around in between. We'll let Brooklyn play a couple notes too, since she's switching reeds, switching instruments. We're going to feature one more of our 2025 seniors, but on a vocal solo. Some of you have heard this tune before. It's been performed many, many times by many groups through history. Feeling Good, originally performed by Nina Simone, but many people through the years with different arrangements, different versions. Yes, Jameson?
He's taking my job, so.
I guess I get 2 sticks instead of 1. So this will feature Haley on Feeling Good, most famous by Michael Bublé, but many other people as well.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Under the light, you know.
We just have a couple of tunes left for you. This next one, originally recorded by Herbie Hancock, Chameleon. It's one that's got a real simple chord progression for us, which makes it a lot of fun to throw some solos into. But before we play it, I want to recognize a few people as we're getting the drum set switched back around. We have 5 seniors in this group. I'd like to recognize our 5 class of 2025 jazz seniors. I'll say all your names and you can stand for one big round of applause for all of you. Brian, Madison, Brooklyn, Callie, and Haley. They put in a lot of work to help lead this group, and help us train in the next generation, the next group of people. Each year we bring in some new people. You can sit, that's fine. And they've been a huge help for us, leading their sections, helping out with things, providing donuts and all the other things that sometimes need to happen to keep a jazz band running at 7:29 in the morning on Thursdays. Like I said, Chameleon, we'll have a lot of solos in this one. It's more of a funk style tune, kind of a funk rock tune. We played this one as our closer piece up at the Head of the Lakes Jazz Festival. And following our set of music, we got some feedback from the judges. We also had 2 students that were named outstanding soloists, along with students from the other 16 bands. So big congratulations also to John and Brooklyn on earning outstanding soloist. And you'll get to hear some on this as well. Felicia on the vibraphone. soloists on that one, plus featuring John right behind me on the synthesizer as well. So, thinking around the room for some of the younger jazz musicians in here, our entire rhythm section, all 6 of them this year, are juniors, which means in a little over a year, we're going to need some more people to fill in the rhythm section for this band. When they all are seniors next year, a lot of them have been playing jazz music together for many, many years. So file that away. Ellis people over there that I can't see in the lights, we'll need some of you. We'll need a lot of you in the coming years to join us. Our final tune tonight is one that we've ended with many times for a number of years. It's kind of become our signature tune. We've got a little surprise in this one for you, and I'm not going to give it away right now. But this is Zoot Suit Riot, late 90s swing revival tune, and we'll feature Jameson on drums and Callie on tenor saxophone, and really all of Jazz One on our final tune. Thank you so much for being a great audience. This will be our last one. Thank you so much. We hope to see many of you back Thursday night for our Band Blast concert.